Hey, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Brian.
And we are the Nerd Tier Podcast.
Your local book barons.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. So, obviously, I forgot my laptop, and I forgot all of our ideas of what we were going to do this episode about. And since we're fantastic at winging it, we're going to wing it.
We're just going to talk about favorite series, aren't we?
I thought we nixed that idea.
All right.
I mean, yeah, let's save that one for another time. Let's start off with make sure you like and subscribe, Patreon, yada yada yada, all that other fun jazz. Let's see here. So we are in Oklahoma, and we just had a dope ass ice storm where we lost a bunch of power, and my car got completely screwed up. But I was supposed to bring my laptop here and try and come up with a show, and we didn't do it. So something I was thinking about on my drive over here was both of the new consoles, PlayStation and Xbox One or Xbox X Series.
Xbox Series X.
That's the stupidest name. Like it is. I am a pretty big Xbox fanboy. That was a really stupid name.
I don't know why. But I will admit, even though, because I couldn't pre-order PS5 because it was sold out everywhere, I did try to pre-order an Xbox Series X and also got screwed.
Yeah,
but I'm less hurt by that one.
This is a shitty time period because, I mean, everything that's going on, plus now these two consoles are dropping at the same time. It's impossible to find either one of them. And like, I've been promising.
You can't even find a PS4 right now.
Dude, it's so stupid. I like I said, I've bought the Xbox each generation since 360. I haven't gone over to the dark side of PlayStation since. But
so you haven't experienced good games in a while?
I had one and I got rid of it when Last of Us came out.
Why?
No, like I beat Last of Us and then I got rid of it.
What? After you played that game, what made you decide that was it?
It was actually some time period afterward. I just wasn't using it. If it was a multi console game, then I'm gonna play it on Xbox because I'm an achievement whore, not a trophy slut.
I don't give a shit about trophies.
Oh, I loved me some achievements though.
I am replaying through The Last of Us, the first one, because you get to keep all your upgrades that you do to your weapons, and it's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to. Speaking of, I want to say one of my nerd shames on video games. On most video games, I bet you my completion rate is only about 20%. Like of actually beating I'm not saying 100% the game, but like just beating the game. I don't beat a lot of games.
Oh yeah. It depends on the game. If it's like a 15-hour game to complete, I will finish that 100%.
Okay. On like the open world concept of games, the Red Deads and all of that.
I'll play for 5 hours and then quit.
That's exactly. I need maybe I'm just getting older. My time's getting limited. My ADD's too terrible. Like I will only put about maybe 5 hours into a game like Red Dead, which I heard amazing stuff, but like I'm like, nah, fuck it. I want to kill a legendary bear. And then I'm like, oh yeah, there's a story. And I'm like, meh, I don't care. And I set it down. Like I have a very limited amount of time, like of attention span that I can give a game. And if it's too open world, I'm going to go off and fuck off for 5 hours and just waste that entire time. That's why I loved the Uncharted games. I loved Last of Us. I haven't played Last of Us 2, but I
also fantastic.
I want to be like
so good.
Like dragged through the game. Like keep feeding me a little bit, but like drag me through. Don't make me make choices.
Hold on just a second. Do we agree on something?
I think so. I think this is the first time ever. But then we can go into lately. Okay, so the last game I beat was, and I can't remember which one I did first, but they were right around the same time, would have been Last of Us and BioShock Infinite. Those were the last games I beat. So that was 6 years ago.
the last game that I beat was The Last of Us 2.
Oh.
And that was not very long ago. And I beat the first one a month before that game came out. It was the first time I ever played it.
Oh.
Really, really good. I would beat Ghost of Tsushima because that one was like amazing, but I guess it is kind of open world, and you can. The story's really good, but it also, like, I spent like 30 hours in it already, just doing every little thing ever, and then I got kind of burnt out. But I do want to go back and play because it literally feels like you're a samurai.
But like, the problem with going back to it later, and I've ran into this, is that like I go back in, I don't know what I'm doing, so I spend an hour and a half trying to remember how to play, and then like 2 hours roll around, I'm like, nope, I'm done with this game again.
You want to go play Ghost right now?
But the games I've been playing mostly now is Magic the
Nerds.
Oh,
like,
dude,
I'm trying not to curse. Fuck it. No one watches anyways.
Oh shit, we just got unmonetized.
Does that mean we get the $600 back we spent on this thing?
I don't
Or we have to pay another $600?
Oh, probably. I don't think there's anything on that channel. Oh yeah, no, it's Black Leopard. Oh, I gotta turn it up.
Wait for it.
That's really loud. That's gonna be fun in editing. What do you? Now we're just like every morning talk show host. No, I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering because that's dope. Just gonna stroke my own ego. I was like the top 98 percentile. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Like, I was in the top 2 percentile of the entire Magic community. I thought it might have got me laid. My wife didn't give a shit. I'm like, hey, babe, guess what?
You bring up Magic the Gathering. Do you remember the crack of Magic the Gathering? I can't remember. Let me find it here. The crackening.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so search Magic the Gathering crack, and there was this guy that was in like one of the big tournaments, and he would take like a picture with somebody playing cards in the background, and their crack would be hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
And they kicked him out for like 2 years or something.
I do remember that.
Those were awesome.
And then the other game I've been playing is Crusader Kings 3. Which is fantastic.
Is that the one you try to get me to play?
Yeah.
Which I will never. It's not that like I'm saying like, oh, I'm never going to do it. It's just like I literally would never do it.
So it's just like slight inflection difference.
It's not a like because of you. It's just that's what's that? Civilization.
Kind of. It's a
or like Risk, like the board game Risk. Like that's. I can't do it. You can like murder your grandchildren. You can marry your sister. You can not like a first or third party. It's like on a board game, and it's kind of dull.
I mean, not really. I mean, I really enjoy it because you can do some funky shit and like crazy shit happens. Like Steam says I've put 50 hours into it, but I leave my computer up a lot of the times without logging out or turning it off.
No, I believe the number 100%.
No, I'd probably say a good 25 easy.
Okay.
I was super like I'm gonna say it. I was addicted to Dota. Do you know what Dota is?
Yeah.
Okay. I put in
trying to get into esports.
I put in like 2,500 hours into that game over the course of like 3 years.
We're gonna get you a Twitch. I'm super old. We're gonna get you a Twitch, and then you're gonna. People are gonna watch your Twitches.
Oh no! See, I don't pretend to even do. I mean, I pretend by making a fucking podcast, so I guess. But like. It's just something about that does not seem appealing to me. Like I did
it be like Dr. Doom.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, maybe you're older than me. I don't know.
Like MF Doom
spiritually. No.
MF Doom is a hip hop. No,
yeah,
he's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper
who hates rapping. Isn't that what it is? Like,
I don't
isn't that
know.
his shtick? He's like, fame is stupid.
I don't maybe. I don't know. He's never gotten real big, but his fucking rhymes are tight. No, there's I don't know. I tried doing a kind of like a let's play channel years ago. You know what sucks? Relying on other people to do stuff with you. That's a fucking
Who was
nightmare.
supposed to do it with you?
Just some guys that I worked with.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
at my,
like the guy that you invited to play Dungeons and Dragons and then didn't show up. Like that guy.
I don't remember which. There's been multiple guys, but
This is with originally when we started with the group we're with now.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh yeah, he's a shit person like we are. And then he was more shit because he never showed up.
Yeah. There's shit people all around. Like that's another dealing with adults and commitments is the biggest shit show. Like absolute nightmare. I hate it because like I mean I get like fuck it. Nobody else is watching. I'm bipolar as a motherfucker. Like I get in weird fixations where I want to do everything, and then at a certain point, my brain goes, "Okay, time to move on. Like stop what you're doing."
So how long have you been in one since we started the podcast? How long do you think that's going to last?
I think it's already passed. No, and like that, I'm medicated and whatnot, so that makes life
Heavily.
Not maybe.
He's a danger to society.
But it's so like I get super fixated, even medicated. I get super fixated on stuff, and like I have something I do not lack is passion for whatever it is. Whatever it is. And like most people are like, yeah, totally. And then I'll take them on their word and I will like explode into like obsessively learning about stuff. And then they're like, oh yeah, I never actually planned on doing any of that. So that's why when you told me, you're like, hey dude, let's make a podcast. I'm like, be careful, awakening the beast.
No, yeah, you text me, you're like, hey, I had a great idea. Actually, you had a great idea. Let's do a podcast.
And like
Only the podcast I thought we were going to start was Cigar Talk, where we just secretly record our friends.
I mean, that's
Is
weird.
that legal?
No. I mean, yeah, they're at my house.
Well, what am I going to do with all the tapes I've already accumulated?
I only do things if they're illegal. No, the problem with doing it at my house we'd be outside and it'd be a nightmare and it would sound like doggy poop.
Yeah.
I
wish I had a cigar right now.
Oh God, I have one like sitting at home.
Yeah.
We don't condone smoking if you're underage.
But you're cooler if you do.
Oh man, we are definitely not getting monetized now.
It would only be a nickel anyways.
I know. What? I had something else like really profound to say. Yeah, that's.
Have you seen the rumors about the Switch Pro?
Switch Pro?
Mm-hmm.
How long has the Switch been out for?
3 years? 2 years? I don't know.
Because Nintendo has a very hard 5-year rule. Like they come out with a new console every 5 years. Like, and they've been doing that.
How long? I feel like the Wii was out for like 15 years.
I mean, it's because the Wii U wasn't super.
No, the Wii. Okay, so
I'm almost positive it's a 5-year rule.
I don't know. I'm not going to Google it.
Whatever. Fucking right.
I had a Wii. Wii U was awesome. Okay,
Wii U was awesome. I enjoyed Wii U. I loved the like 3-versus-1 games that they would have. If you had the actual pad, you would play
3 versus 1.
Yeah, dude. Like some of them were awesome.
Allie wouldn't play with me.
Well, that's because she hates you.
She loves me very much. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call her Allie. Just kidding.
That definitely piqued the mics. She's like, yes, dear. I heard you beckoning me. Oh, you know what? Okay. This is what I wanted to talk about because I think both of us are feeling this the same way.
That's your mistake thinking I have feelings. So.
Did you?
I'm so far away from the mic.
You are. Did you ever play Witcher 3?
A little bit.
What was your thoughts on it?
It was good. I just need to. That's one I actually put like I need to go back and play.
That has been the only open world game. I got about 75% of the way through the game. Damn. And I'm very proud of myself. Like, because they're definitely, the story in that is so fantastic. Like, just all of every decision you make, you're like, well, that was the wrong decision. Like, every single time. Yeah. Like, people get
because I'm impatient, so I always make the wrong choice in real life and not in real life. So.
Okay, but then, like, looking back on the source material.
Wait. First of all, do you like the show?
I
really like the show.
It was all right. I mean, it's
I'd say the game was better.
Yeah,
but I really liked. I thought the show was solid 8.
No, not an 8. I would give it a 6. Like it was passable. It ate up 6, my time.
I would never watch.
Oh, you fucking high-toting.
I'm a number queen, okay? No, like, yeah, it was like, okay, fine. Okay, no, it was an 8.
But throw out some other shows that you put Witcher above. Stranger Things.
No. The Expanse.
The Expanse.
No.
Game of Thrones.
The Game of Thrones was better.
Okay. Wait, is Expanse better or not?
Better.
Then, okay. How about, did you ever watch Dark?
Dark is worse.
Oh, it's just because you hate German people?
No.
I'm trying to think of some other good show.
That's one of the reasons. No, it's not.
Westworld.
Westworld is tight.
Okay. So I can't think of any shows that, like, this one beats out, so it'd definitely be a 6, unless all of your shows are 9s.
They are. They are.
That's just, you're fucked up. See, I guess I am more sparing on, like, what shows you choose, like,
yeah,
a hierarchy.
And 6s I don't watch. I'll start it and be like, nope. Did you ever watch Altered Carbon?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I only saw the first season. I
didn't even see the whole first season.
I thought it was an interesting world.
6. Just get. I actually don't know if it was good or not. I need to give it another shot.
Actually, thinking of Altered Carbon, I'd knock Witcher down to 5 and put that at a solid 6.
I can't. Get out.
No. Like besides, okay, I like Henry Cavill. I like the Witcher. Yennefer's pretty hot.
I don't remember. Yeah, okay. I know who you're talking about.
I hate that they changed Dandelion's character to somebody else.
Did you like Yennefer better when she was a humpback?
Yeah, that was my thing.
Nice.
But so we both came to the determination to stop reading Last Wish, the first of the Witcher book.
I just can't believe how bad it was.
It's just so
boring.
Bad. Like and like, I don't know. There's people out there who love it, and you know what? Go ahead and love it. I don't give a shit. Like, but I don't think you're wrong in it. I just think that it is so. Maybe it's because we've had bites of, like, the game. We've had bites of the show, which was better paced than this.
Yeah, I think that's part of what made it not great for me.
I was looking up online, and they're talking about how, like, oh, it's just the English translation. The English translation is terrible. I'm like, okay. They're like, you should read it in Polish. I'm like, whoa. You want me to learn another fucking language for a book?
Okay, so I know this is going to get off topic here, but with translations. So when you read The 3-Body Problem, what'd you think about the translation?
There were definite weird spots where I couldn't tell if it was, no. That I couldn't tell if it's the author being obscure in how he was talking or if it was in translation.
He's just way smarter than us.
Oh, definitely.
Now, I thought the translation was so smooth and so good.
No, it sounded natural, and then I would remember that it was a translation, so there'd be weird. I can't remember anything offhand.
Here's what's going to be real weird for you if you read the second one, translated by somebody else.
What?
Still good.
Not nearly as good?
It's done differently, though. It just feels different. Like the chapters, I don't even think there are chapters in the second one. And then the first guy, his name is Ken
Luau.
He goes and translates the third one, and it's back to
he couldn't do beautiful. The second one.
I don't know what happened there. Yeah, because Joel Martinson.
Huh.
But this is one of my favorite of the books, but I think the translations were
not as on par.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings up a point. I absolutely hate the First Law trilogy does it. The when each chapter isn't numbered and they just put a title, it drives me fucking banana sandwich.
I agree.
Because like I told you, I listen to about half of the book on Audible and I read the other half. So it's like, oh, like in a Sanderson book, I'm like, oh, I ended at chapter 24. I just have to flip to chapter 24 and that's it.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe Abercrombie, it's like, oh, you ended at the thieves were murdered in the night. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, okay.
Really good book though so far.
Oh, dude,
I am loving it.
And so like I have to like learn like the 6 other chapters around it, so in case I hit that one, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm 2 away.
Yeah. Even like I don't do it with this one, but like I have the mass market edition of Way of Kings. I have the normal hardcover version of Way of Kings, and then I also
too many copies.
Inspired by You. Well, I have 2 of those hardcovers, but anyways, I also got the Audible Inspired by You. But I just don't think I can do Audible. But going from the Audible, it's like, okay, where was I reading at? Or if you don't finish the chapter in Audible and you go back to the book, I'm like, I give up.
I've mastered that. Okay, here's what you do. You're laying in bed next to your wife, and she looks at you very grumpily when you press play, and then you look for them to say a word. So they're going to say like, and it'll be like, walk up to the room.
Why don't you have headphones
Kaladin said, because I'm not going to whip out fucking headphones for this 20-second
I'd rather wake up my wife.
Yeah. No, she's awake and she's watching fucking Lucifer or something on Netflix. Definitely not watching our podcast. Burn. But like, so then you find a quotations, and it's going to be an indentions, and you're like, okay, I'm about halfway through the 24th chapter, and you find it. I've had to figure it out.
Okay.
It's just easier that way, but it's way harder to do it in reverse. So always stop reading at the end of a chapter.
You know what I did?
What?
The Witcher. I also bought it on Audible. I returned it.
Oh, did you see?
I did. And I feel nothing about it.
I'm talking about the Daniel Green post.
Yeah.
I guess you can abuse Audible and their refunds. I never
thought I would use it, but The Witcher made me.
I've been listening to Audible since A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. That was like my first Audible book I bought. And yeah. So, and I've never once returned a book. And there has been some poopy ones that I've gotten, and I'm just like, well, I'm never going to read you, so you're going to be forever stuck at 25%.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's here in the life.
So since I started Audible, in Allie, and I added Allie to, like, you can share your Prime membership with the household.
Oh, don't.
So
she's
Allie
using your credits?
No.
Oh.
No. She also has an Audible account as well. So all that's like separated, but the library is the same. So sometimes there's some weird books in there. I'm like, I didn't buy this. Should I read some? Oh, my phone's.
Oh, damn it.
I was going to read you some of the titles.
The shame titles.
I was like, oh, if anybody saw I had that.
I'm like, that's not dragons and swords and spaceships.
I'm not working on myself. Like, what? I swear.
Losers.
I'm not trying to be a better me.
I've been going to Barnes & Noble looking for the first 3 volumes of The Sandman.
Yeah.
Because I really want to listen to that Audible.
Just get the comic book, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
You want to get the Audible?
I already have the Audible.
Oh, okay. You want to get the book?
I want to get the book.
Oh, yeah. Like, just Amazon that. $6.99.
See, I like going to Barnes & Noble or other places. It's like a treasure hunt.
I go there like twice a week at least, but I don't buy stuff there all the time.
Oh no! If I run
sometimes I'll if there's some on clearance, I'll buy it, or if I just need it now, I'll buy it. But for the most part,
no. You also
love going there all the
listen to me going like, "Hey, they've got a Blade itself in 3 copies."
Yeah, but I had already purchased it the day before on Amazon.
You could have had it right then and there.
No, like Allie and I go like twice a week. It's lucky that Allie really likes to go.
Adorable.
Your wife doesn't go with you?
No, I don't think my wife knows how to read.
Oh no. Oh boy.
She's not watching it. Well, I'm good.
I'm gonna be like,
This'll
hey,
be-
you need to watch it. Timestamp is
Yeah.
25 minutes in.
Yeah, and I'm just like mad talking shit the entire episode.
My fucking wife, yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, so
Let's do a react to our old videos from a week ago.
from a week ago.
Oh, look how fat we look.
Oh, dude, I already know I look. I hate myself in editing. Like, fucking, there is no body dysmorphia. Like, I know I'm a fucking pig sitting leaning over the table.
I haven't worked out this whole week, and if I'm being totally honest, all last week as well.
Excuse me, my flex.
No, I need to start going back because,
Because you're getting fat as fuck.
you want to go?
No,
You want to pump some iron?
no, like that's. Like I told you, I'll get in like fix and I'll like randomly, I can drop like 10 pounds really easily. Like I don't have
It's not
to.
about LBs, dude. It's about these.
So stupid. Okay, well, I think that's a good wrap on the episode. Is you flexing and
I wasn't trying to.
showing
I
your
don't want to
toxic
be douchey.
masculinity.
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 You ever seen that episode of The Simpsons where he's trying to think of a fake name real quick, and he looks around and sees the blow dryer and it says Max Power, and he's like, Max Power. That's yeah. I have to sneeze.
What? Don't know. And hey, thank you. Definitely subscribe, like all that jazz, and hopefully we'll have a better episode
see you next time.
next week.